the education software.
And that's why we have all this.
So that's your ticket, Tom.
Senate will please come to order. Morning. Today's devotional exercises will be conducted by Reverend Greta Getline of Cathedral Church of St. Paul of Burlington. Getline, I apologize. Welcome.
Let us take a moment to be still, breathe, and center ourselves in this space. I have a small notebook that I am filling with quotes that I find particularly inspiring or challenging or moving, quotes that speak to me through time and space. Today, I want to give you two of those quotes, along with a few words from me. The first quote is from Anne Patchett, an American writer, perhaps best known for her novel Bel Canto. She writes, "Never be so focused on what you're looking for that you overlook the thing you actually find." You who are gathered here in these halls of power have a mighty task before you to set the course through legislation for the benefit of the people of this state. Many of you arrived here with a clear understanding of how you wanted to do that, a clear vision of the course you wanted to set. You had the best interests of your constituents at heart. In my work as a priest, I too have a vision and a course I wish to set. I too have the best interests of my people at heart. Yet what I have learned in sometimes painful ways is that my vision and my course are not necessarily the same as the greater vision or the greater course, the one set by the power that is greater than any one of us. And so my prayer for you on this day that I offer into this space is a prayer for grace. Grace to listen, grace to make space for the unexpected, grace to be open to surprise, grace to accept a posture of humility in a world that demands the opposite. And so here then is the second quote. It is from Anne Lamott, another American writer who spends time wrestling with her own ever-changing understanding of grace. She writes, "Lighthouses don't go running all over an island looking for boats to save. They just stand there shining." So shine on, my friends, and watch for the gift of grace. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any announcements? Seeing none, we have a few bills for introduction today. We have S-44 introduced by Senator Bray and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-44, an act relating to household products containing hazardous substances.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill is referred to the Committee on Natural Resources and Energy. We have S-45 introduced by Senator Chittenden and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-45, an act relating to an elective pass-through entity income tax and credit.
You've heard the first reading of the bill is referred to the Committee on Finance. We have up S-46 introduced by Senator Gulick and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-46, an act relating to the Vermont Fair Repair Act.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill is referred to the Committee on Economic Development, Housing, and General Affairs. We have up for introduction S-47 introduced by Senator Lyons and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-47, an act relating to the transport of individuals requiring psychiatric care.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill is referred to the Committee on Health and Welfare. We have one confirmation up for consideration today. The confirmation of Jennifer Morrison of North Hero as the Commissioner of the Department of Public Safety. For the report of the Committee on Transportation, the Senator from Grand Isle, Senator Mazza.
Mr. President, Jennifer Morrison has over 30 years of experience in law enforcement, leadership, and coaching. She served at the Burlington Police Department from 1990 to 2013, and again in 2020 as interim chief. She was chief of the police in Colchester from 2013 to 2018. She joined the Department of Public Safety as executive director of policy development in 2020. In 2021, she became the deputy commissioner and was appointed commissioner in the summer of 2022. Jennifer Morrison holds a BA in journalism and criminal justice from the George Washington University and a master's degree in leadership studies from Norwich University. The Committee on Transportation confirmed Jennifer Morrison 5-0 and urges Senate to concur. Thank you, Mr. President.
Question is, shall the Senate confirm Jennifer Morrison of North Hero as the Commissioner of the Department of Public Safety? Are you ready for the question?
Roll call.
Roll call's been requested. Are you ready for the question? If so, Secretary shall commence to call the roll.
Senator Brew.
Yes.
Senator Bray.
Yes.
Senator Brock.
Yes.
Senator Campion.
Yes.
Senator Chittenden.
Yes.
Senator Clarkson.
Yes.
Senator Collmore.
Yes.
Senator Cummings.
Yes.
Senator Hewlett.
Yes.
Senator Hardy.
Yes.
Senator Harrison.
Yes.
Senator Hashim.
Yes.
Senator Ingalls.
Yes.
Senator Kitchell.
Yes.
Senator Lyons.
Yes.
Senator McDonald.
Yes.
Senator Mazza.
Yes.
Senator McCormick.
Yes.
Senator Norris.
Yes.
Senator Pershland.
Aye.
Senator Rom Hinsdale.
Yes.
Senator Sears. Senator Starr.
Yes.
Senator Bieholsky.
Yes.
Senator Watson.
Yes.
Senator Wheat.
Yes.
Senator Westman.
Yes.
Senator White.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Yes.
Senator Renner.
Yes.
Senator Sears.
Please listen to the results of your vote. Those voting yea, 29. Those voting nay, 0. And you have confirmed the appointment of Commissioner of the Department of Public Safety, Jennifer Morrison. Seeing no other action, Senator from Chittenden Central.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pending announcements, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, January 31st.
Senators move that the Senate stand adjournment until Tuesday, January 31st at 9:30 a.m. pending announcements. Are there any announcements? Senator from Bennington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Education will meet at 1 p.m. today.
Senator from Caledonia.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Appropriations will meet at 1:30 today. Normally it's 1, but today it's 1:30 due to scheduling. Thank you.
Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Finance, as always, will meet at 1:30.
Senator from Essex.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate institutions will meet at 1 p.m. today.
Senator from Madison.
Thanks. GovOps will meet at 1 o'clock.
Are there any further announcements? I have one senator from Chittenden Southeast.
I did just want to note that it's Holocaust Remembrance Day today, so I hope people will take the time to reflect on mass events of genocide that have happened around the world, that are continuing to happen around the world, and think about what it means to be a bystander versus someone who actively condemns those acts of violence and hatred. Thank you.
Are there any other announcements? Brief announcement, 2 things. One, yesterday I did, without much notice, utilize your seats for the gathering of that class from Middlebury yesterday. So I want to thank you and apologize. And certainly if anything was disturbed on your desk, please let me know. And secondly, I had mentioned the other day to notify me about bills that might be able to toggle between 2 possible committees, and I was not as clear as I might have been. So some of you are reaching out about bills that you might want to go one way or another. It isn't quite that. It's more if the substance of a bill has jurisdiction in two competing committees, and there is some conversation between the chairs and so forth, rather than send it to a committee that then have a floor action to move it to another committee, we can save that time. So I don't need to know every bill that's coming in where it's going to go. We'll generally figure that out. But thank you for appeasing my inarticulation the first time. Are there any other announcements? Seeing none, the Senator from Chittenden Central has moved that the Senate now stand adjourned until 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, January 31st. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay.
No.
The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and the Senate will stand adjourned until 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, January 31st.